Hello guys, I am Joey, and today I'm going to be talking about my top personal 10 best games that I've seen on E3. Now before I start, I'm going to explain how my top 10 is going to work, because it might be slightly different to others that you've watched, or just slightly different. So my top 10 is based on games I got excited about, didn't expect, or was just like, oh that's cool, or it's something I want. So on my list are games that I knew were going to be at E3, but somehow surprised me. I'll just get right into it. So I put this on the list. I was going to put this higher, but I did know it was coming, and I knew it was going to be better than the first one. Number 10 is Star Wars Battlefront 2 EA. I will add the EA because Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original, was it was the best Star Wars game I've ever played by far. So I put this on the list. I wasn't going to put it on, but I watched EA's presentation, and I seen the FIFAs and the other games. But this game, I think they ended on this game, and this game really looked really cool. This game looked amazing. It looked like my dream Star Wars game. Big battles, droids are back. So the Clone Wars are back, as opposed to just the Stormtroopers and the Rebels on the first Star Wars EA. I don't know if the DLC came afterwards and installed the assault droids and the Clone Wars into it, but either way, it looks amazing. It looks, the space battles are back. All DLC is free. Well, I don't think they're going to have a season pass. There will be microtransactions, and as to how bad they are, we won't know until the game releases or more information comes out. But my number 10, awesome, looked really good, really impressed me, was Star Wars Battlefront 2 by EA. I wasn't going to put this on due to the same reason as Star Wars Battlefront, but I'm going to put this on, but I'm going to have it as a double, because I was going to put in two separate ones, but it's the same game, so I was going to have it the same. Skyrim. Now, you know me, I'm a massive Skyrim fan, and two reasons I'm putting this on this list as my number 9. I would have put it higher, but at the same time, this game has been out for years now, so I expect these things to come out for Skyrim, as it's one of the biggest games out there right now. Well, first of all, number 9, Skyrim VR. That sounds awesome. And I'm aware that in some form Skyrim VR is actually out. I don't know whether it's out on like the Oculus or the HTC Vive, or whichever one of those is out on. Those cost a lot of money. Skyrim is actually coming out on PlayStation VR, which to me is a lot more affordable than an Oculus or a HTC Vive, because I actually already own a PlayStation 4, so therefore I just have to invest in the headset. So that to me is awesome. Being in Skyrim, I don't know whether you play with the remote control and you've just got the headset on, but either way, that is so cool. Dream come true for me. Skyrim VR, absolutely awesome. Part 2 of this is Skyrim Switch. Now I will talk about why I've added this. So Skyrim to me is on my PC, modded, great graphics, but that's all I can play it. Obviously I've got my PS4 as well, but it's at home. Switch, Skyrim on the go. To me, that is awesome. And I know this was already announced when the Switch was announced, but they've just added a few little more details, which has made me put it on this list. So basically, Amiibo compatibility is available for Skyrim Switch, and you are able to get Zelda items in the Switch version of the game. Not only that, I mean, I know that in mods it was available on PC anyway, but to have Skyrim and Amiibos compatible, they just showed the Zelda ones, so you could get the Master Sword, the Hylian Shield, and the Breath of the Wild tunic. But that is awesome, and for that is my two halves of Skyrim as my number 9. 8. And this might surprise some of you, Kirby. I've never played a Kirby game, but this Kirby game, and it's coming out on the Switch, due to come out next year. it actually looks really, really cool. It looks really good. It looks like something I would actually want to pick up and be like, oh, it's on my Switch, good graphics, I could put it to my TV and I could take it on the go with me. It actually looks really, really, really fun. It looks bright, colourful, typical Nintendo game. Just looks really adorable and really cool. So I will be picking that up, I think. Yeah, not much more to say about it because we don't really know much. It just trailer just looked beautiful. It looked cool. 7. This is pretty much the same as Kirby. Yoshi Switch. I have played Yoshi. I played Yoshi's Island. I played Yoshi's Stories. I played most of the Yoshi games. I really enjoy the Yoshi games. I think they're adorable. The same as what Kirby looks like. But this one looked really, really different. You could switch the map around so you could see a reverse side of the map. Sort of still a yarn look to it, but everything wasn't made out of yarn. It was sort of like a cardboard look. It looked more like it was made out. Everything was made out of painted cardboard. It was like a picture. It was so beautiful. Another really pretty game by Nintendo. I'm really liking the look of these Switch games that are being announced. It's a shame they're not coming quicker though, but at least they're announcing them. So that was my number 7, Yoshi for Switch. 6. Now my number 6, I was excited about this since the trailer a few weeks back. I'm a massive fan of this, Far Cry. I picked up the first Far Cry I ever played was at my mate's house on the original Xbox. I think it was Far Cry 2, Far Cry Instinct, I can't remember. And I loved that game, but it wasn't until Far Cry 3 on the Xbox 360 I actually owned a Far Cry myself. And that I still play to this day on my PC modded. It is beautiful. And this, absolutely typical Far Cry, set in what looks like countryside, hillbilly if you will, or western sort of side of America, where religious nuts have taken over the area and are trying to convert people, killing people. Another religious twisted sort of game where it's heavily religion based and where how it's manipulating the people in the area. A lot of it seems to be a trend, anti-religious, or these religious games are coming out now, like Outlast 2 came out, that was obviously based on religion, and there's a few more that have come out I just can't quite think of that have also been quite heavily religious based, where people are just fucked up and twisted by the poison of religion, and looks cool. You get a dog this time as well, which is a really cute dog. I don't know whether you just get that like you do in Fallout, or it's a DLC dog perhaps, or you have to find it in the wilderness. It could be a follower, kind of like on Fallout again, or Skyrim, you can find dog followers around. But it just looks really cool, and it actually looks like you can control multiple people as well, unless that was the multiplayer I saw. But it looks like you can take control of multiple people, play the game. It's got your typical Far Cry look though, the setting, the guns, the looting I hope still there, and the crafting I hope probably will still be there. So yeah, Far Cry 5 looks as beautiful as ever. That is my number 6. 5. So number 5, again this might be a shock to you, but I thought this game looked really cool, completely out of ass, unexpected. Anthem. Now this is a proper sci-fi futuristic looking shooter and it looks amazing. Graphics wise of it looks beautiful, it looks gorgeous, and I really like the sci-fi. It looks like Destiny and Halo, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare all rammed into one. It's got shooting, fast action, quick play. It just looks like it'd be an awesome game to check out, and I can't wait to see what the future brings for Anthem. It just got me hyped. It wanted me like, yeah, let's play this game. So I put that high because I wasn't expecting it, and it looked awesome. Going into my top 4 now. Top 4, the games that you want to see in a top 4. There should be in a top 4. This next one might surprise some of you if you don't know me, and those that you do know me, you'll be like, oh, of course, why didn't I think of that? The next one, my number 4. Dragon Ball Z Fighter Z. This looks like, well, doesn't look like any other game, Dragon Ball Z game I've ever played. They've gone for a more cartoony platformer sort of look, like they did in the original Dragon Ball Z's for the PlayStation 1, which is what the first Dragon Ball Z games I played. It just looks awesome. Fast action, sick combos, character models you could not fault at all. I just hope it doesn't have the RPG elements of Xenoverse, which I didn't really enjoy too much. I just want the side-scrolling battles are awesome for me. Maybe some customizables, unlock characters perhaps. I really want the tournament mode to be back as well. I don't think that was in Xenoverse so much. It was heavily focused on more RPG elements of you building your own character and going around a Dragon Ball World Xenoverse. I couldn't really, I wasn't used to it. I didn't really like that. I don't think of Dragon Ball Z as an RPG game. I think of it as like a Tekken game. Fighting, sick combos. I want to see people get shot with the Kamehameha wave. I want to see big blasts, big explosions, and 24 million hit combos. That's what I want to see from a Dragon Ball Z game. And this Dragon Ball Z game, when I was watching the demo, it really excited me because it looks like it's back with a vengeance, and I'm just super excited to see what it brings. And it's coming out on PC as well, so it'll just like the Xenoverse games. So awesome, they're not just sticking to consoles. Number 3, now. Number 3 for me is an obvious one. I would have had it higher. I probably would have had this actually as my number 1 if they had a trailer with it. But it was just announced. There was no trailer or clip it or demo. The Pokemon Company, Game Freak director I think, came on screen and he actually announced that the Pokemon Company and Game Freak are working on a new Pokemon game. Not a side story like this Pokemon Rumble or anything like that. A proper mainline Pokemon game is coming out and being worked on right now for Nintendo Switch. That is what the Switch needs, not this Pokemon Pokken Deluxe bullshit. It needs this mainstream Switch game. However, they didn't have a trailer, so I can't comment on if it looks good. I'm going to assume, being Pokemon, Game Freak, I'm sure they'll sort out the Nintendo fans with a new, sick Pokemon story, and I'm really looking forward to that. That is my number 3. I can't really say anything else about it though. I will hopefully have some more information on it soon. It's due to be announced later date, probably 2018 announced, 2019 release possibly, or late 2018 release. Number 2. Now, number 2 is a game I've actually not played, but looks awesome and I want to play it so bad. Number 2, God of War 2. Oh my god, I was watching at the Sony press conference at about 4 AM at UK time, and oh my god, this game blew me away. This game looks insane. It looks action-packed. It's beautiful. I've not actually played God of War 1, so I don't have a clue what that's about. I'm assuming God of War 2, I'm assuming it was his daughter that maybe had been kidnapped or something along the lines of those, and obviously I'm assuming that God of War, he is a god. He looks like the Hulk, but human version. It looks amazing, and I had to put this on this list. I would have put it as my number 1, but I've not played God of War 1 to refer back to see if this game is actually any good, because it might actually, the first one might be fucking terrible, I don't know. But looks wise and hype wise, this game looked insane, and that is my number 2 for this list. Now I'm gonna do a little honourable mention list because I do feel like these games look awesome but didn't really reach my list. I'm gonna mention them anyway. Call of Duty World War 1, I think it's called, or World War 2. Anyway, a World War Call of Duty, that is amazing. Thank you so much for finally, after years of throwing us this futuristic bullshit, going back on yourselves to the World War 1 stuff. That's what it needed. I know Battlefield 1 did it last year with Battlefield 1, but Call of Duty, they're better, in my opinion, they're better at making funner shooter games that are more competitive. I'd go onto a Battlefield for a chill out if I didn't want to concentrate. If I wanted to kick some ass and do some ferocious shooting, I'd go straight onto Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty World at War, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Those are my go-to shooter games if I want some action. So props to them for going back and making this game. Another game that I like the looks of actually is Assassin's Creed. Looks really good as usual. Assassin's Creed. always do. The last game I will have an honourable mention for, because I still think it's awesome, even though I didn't really play the game at all too that much, is Fallout 4 VR. Bethesda just keep coming, bringing all this stuff, man. They're just shitting all over everyone. They're insane. You won't want to, however, say Wolfenstein looked good. Dishonored also looked good. I've not played either of those. I played a little bit of Dishonored, but not a lot. The Shadow of Colossus game, I think it is, that looked really good. So yeah, those are my honourable mentions. Those games also looked really good, but I didn't know enough about them, or they didn't hype me quite as much, or I was expecting them as the same as like the Call of Duty. I knew that was coming. We knew it was coming months ago, but they looked good nevertheless. My number one, guys. This surprised even me. This game hasn't even been mentioned on top 10 lists that I've been watching, but this game looks insanely weird, awesome. The idea, the concept of this game is wicked. So, Detroit Becoming Human. Wow. I was watching that game and I thought, wow. It's such a simple idea, but yet so creative. So, let me tell you about my number one pick in depth, because this game, to me, looked really good. So, Detroit Becoming Human, you play as an android. The game, actually, to me, looked like, if you've ever seen the film I, Robot with Will Smith in, it's basically that, but a game, and you play as Sony. You play as an android robot called Marcus, and the game is completely choice-based as an android. And you can choose to obey the humans, you can choose to rebel against the humans, and in the trailer I actually watched, he rebelled against the humans and all these cops came, and Marcus, the android you were playing as, he released loads of androids from being imprisoned, because obviously humans are imprisoning androids and basically making them slaves, just like in iRobot. And this game just looks insane. It's fast-paced, choice-based, not sure if it's open world or not. Just the concept of the game really impressed me, and it looks great to look at as well. The graphics look insane. So yeah, that's my my top 10 games for E3. Sony, I would say, impressed me the most this year with their exclusives, the God of War, Detroit. They've got a few other really good exclusives coming out. Nintendo, they brought it home. They've announced some games coming to the Switch that really needed to be on the Switch, so that's awesome. And Microsoft, of course, announced the Xbox One X and a few exclusives, not really much else. I was a bit disappointed with Microsoft. I was really impressed with Sony, and Nintendo was literally just right in the middle for me. Sony completely stole the show, and I'm not even a Sony fan. So yeah, that's my top 10, guys, and overall I'd say Sony completely shit all over E3. Nintendo very close second with the announcement of all the first party and third party games that they announced. Microsoft, they're just disappointing, to be honest, they always have been. Okay, so thank you for this E3 special video, guys. I'm sorry it's not on my big camera. I thought I'd do it webcam to get the video out there and show you guys what I think. So thank you so much for watching. Please do like, comment what your top 10 were, or top 3, whatever stole the show for you at E3. If I've missed something out, I really do apologise. I didn't watch it all. That's just what I watched and that's what I liked. Don't forget to like the video, watch my other videos. I will have some more E3 videos coming soon. And also, I will be doing proper game reviews soon as well, so please stay tuned for them. So, thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.